It was goody YTBC. Was good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world. B Marsh with another boxing video. So this is my breakdown and prediction for this big fight we got coming out of what they call it, Bramwell Lane out there in Sheffield, UK, England. You know what I mean? Big fight we got between the IBF champion of the world at welterweight 147, Kell Brook, the special one, versus Errol, the true Spence guy out of Dallas, Texas. You know what I mean? Oh man, this fight, I'm not gonna lie. We've had some great fights for 2017. Great fights, man. But this is the fight I'm mostly anticipating for, you know what I mean? This is a fight right here I'm definitely anticipating, man. It's one of the best fights that could be made. I've already seen Ward versus Kovalev, you know. That fight gave me a rush last year in November. Great fight, couldn't wait for it. It was as great as it was advertised. But this fight right here, this is a fight for all the marbles right here, you know what I mean? Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman. The fight didn't live up to expectations, one. And two, I thought that Keith Thurman would win the fight. You know, I thought he'd win the fight, you know what I mean? I thought it was a closer fight than a lot of people had it, you know? But it was a great fight nonetheless. But I don't think it's going to compare to this fight we got right here between Kell Brook and Errol, the true Spence, you know what I mean? Now, Errol Spence is a guy who's been a challenger, man. He's been a guy who's been trying to get this title shot for a while. But, you know, he ain't get his shot yet. But now he got it, you know what I mean? He was supposed to get the shot after he beat Chris Algieri, but then they gave him another mandatory, and he took care of the man, what's the guy's name? Leonard Bundu, you know what I'm saying? He made easy work of Leonard Bundu. Leonard Bundu did hit the man Errol Spence, though. Let's not get it twisted, you know what I mean? He did tag the man a few times, you know. You know, for whatever reason, you know, some people say, oh, Errol Spence let him hit him so he could get close to him. Whatever you say, you know, I just didn't like that, to be honest, you know what I mean? And Leonard Bundu, he's not a bum by no means, you know what I mean? But, you know, I thought, yeah, the man, Errol Spence, did dominate the fight, man, but he shouldn't have let a guy like that, Leonard Bundu, land them type of shots. Maybe the man did want to walk through them shots so he could get closer, you know what I mean? We'll never know, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence know what he was doing, and at the end of the day, he did get the vicious KO of Leonard Bundu, you know what I mean? All right, when's the last time Kell Brook fought? It's that fight with Triple G, you know what I mean? And that's a fight he gave a valiant effort, you know what I mean? Some people take it how they want. Some people say that Kell Brook dominated Triple G up until he got his face broken. You know what I'm saying? Some people had Triple G dominating the fight, you know what I mean? But, you know, I was not one to give Kell Brook credit for that fight, just like I ain't give Amir Khan credit for stepping up to fight Canoli, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, unlike greats who've stepped up from welterweight to go up to middleweight to fight the middleweight champ, you know what I'm saying? These guys had already accomplished everything at 147. They were arguably the best. And I'm talking about fellas like maybe Sugar Ray Leonard when he stepped up to fight Marvin Hagler, you know what I mean? Or Jose Napoles when he stepped up to fight Carlos Monzon, you know what I'm saying? Or like when Sugar Ray Robinson went up to fight Jake LaMotta. You know, these guys were the best welterweights in the world, and that when Kell Brook went up to fight the man Triple G, he wasn't the best welterweight in the world to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fight right there. I ain't really give him credit like a lot of people did. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know? You know what I'm saying? But just like I ain't give Khan credit for going up to fight Canelo. You ain't trying to fight guys in your division, but you want to go up there for the money fight. All right, let's get into this prediction, man. Tough fight, man. Tough fight, man. A lot of people might have Kell Brook. I'm sorry. It's like 50-50, man. 50-50. UK folks, they say, oh, Kell Brook gonna knock this guy Errol Spence out. They calling him a hype job, you know what I mean? They even trying to compare the guy, saying that he's just another Jeff Lacey. How Jeff Lacey came out there on the unification fight to fight Calzaghe, and he got mollywopped all over the ring out there in UK, you know what I mean? Some people comparing this guy to Errol Spence to Jeff Lacey, you know? And, you know, and on the state side, you know what I mean? Most of you fellas from the USA, man, they talking about, yo, Errol Spence going out there and he's about to make waves, man. He's about to knock this guy out there and in that football stadium. Is it Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday? Whoever the team play up there, the Sheffield team, you know what I mean? The American fellas say, yo, son gonna go out there and knock him out, you know what I mean? Knock Kell Brook out in front of his home crowd, in front of his home stadium, you know what I mean? You know, it's possible, man. Anything's possible. But, you know, I think that as far as styles and techniques, keys to victory, Kell Brook is an underrated combination puncher, man. When I watch his fights, I think he's very accurate, straight. His 1-2 to me is also one of the best at 147, you know what I mean? Sticking that jab, throwing it out there, and just straight up and down, pounding that right, accurate right hand, man. I've seen the guy, his jab is pretty stiff too. I've seen him drop fellas with the jab. You know, I've seen him rock fellas. Was it Jojo Dan or was it Kevin Bizier? Yo, he put that right hand, he fought a 1-2 jab followed by the right hand, right on the guy's chin, dog. And this joint, man, the man flew back like 5 feet, you know what I'm saying? It was that kind of stiff right hand, and he does possess that, you know what I mean? Kell Brook is also good at punching in angles when he has an opponent hurt, when he's ready to unleash them combinations. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty good at punching in angles when the guy's trying to cover up. You know what I mean? You see right there Chris Van Heerden, he was covering up against Errol Spence, but he's not moving. He was just standing there, you know what I'm saying? When a guy like Kell Brook, Errol Spence, Kell Brook, he's pretty good at punching in angles when fellas trying to move out the way, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty good at that, you know, and just putting right hooks, uppercuts under the rib cage, making a man drop his guard, you know what I mean? Put his elbows towards his rib cage, and then following up with, when he has an opponent hurt, he's a good finisher. I'll give him that. But so is Errol Spence, you know what I mean? Errol Spence is a great finisher too, you know what I'm saying? You see combination punches by the man. Oh my God, look at that right hand, dogs. Yo, Kell Brook is really a special one, man. He's really a good fighter, you know. He's been protected for most of his career, but at the end of the day, it's worked out to his advantage. You know what I mean? It's worked out to his advantage because if he loses this fight, at least he could say he's defended this title from 2014 till 2017. You know, a guy who's even been on the Ring Magazine pound for pound list. You know, I didn't quite agree with that, but they did have him there at one point in time. They had him at number 10, you know what I'm saying, before guys like Shinsuke Yamanaka and them fellas, climbed up the ranks. But this guy right here, Kell Brook, I think his footwork is also underrated, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people say he's flat-footed, you know what I mean? I tend to disagree. Does he dance on his toes and move on his feet and be on his bicycle punching while on the back foot? No, not quite so much, you know what I mean? Neither does Errol Spence, though, you know what I'm saying? But I think Errol Spence is definitely has better footwork as far as cutting off the ring. He can make that ring look real tiny on the opponent, you know what I'm saying? You know, but Kell Brook, I think he has a chance to win this fight. You know, the crowd's going to be, it's going to be like 99.9% pro Kell Brook, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a hostile atmosphere for the young American with Jamaican background, Errol Spence coming out there to UK, man. I'm saying, hopefully it's the Jamaican massive come out there and be that 1% to hold the man down, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's going to be a hostile atmosphere, but I think Errol Spence, his keys to victory is pressure, man. Pressure. He's seen how Triple G dominated them last 4 and 5, round 4 and 5. He got to bring that type of pressure, you know what I mean? He got to go for this man's orbital bone to see if this eye of his has really healed up, you know what I mean? He's going to have to do that early and often, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to have to do that from round 1, you know what I mean? He's going to have to find out if this guy is willing to take punishment to that eye, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Kell Brook, he has a nice uppercut, you know what I'm saying, where he can catch the man. You know, I seen Leonard Bundle tag the man Errol Spence a few times in that fight, you know what I mean? Caught him with some nice flush punches, you know what I mean? He's not quite the heavy-handed fighter like Errol Spence is. I'm talking about Leonard Bundle, you know what I mean? But Kell Brook can actually catch the man Errol Spence when he's coming forward with uppercuts, you know what I mean? He's going to have to pivot off his left foot, you know what I'm saying? Gonna have to pivot off the left foot and just throw them right uppercuts, you know what I mean, in angles when the man, what's his name, Errol Spence is trying to cut the ring off, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Errol Spence is going to have to also keep his defense tight, man. He's going to have to keep his defense mad tight because this is the biggest puncher he's ever fought in his career, you know what I mean? And, you know, Errol Spence, you see what he did to Algieri there. You see what he's doing to Leonard Bundle there. He can catch the man. If he catches that man, Kell Brook, on the orbital bone just like that, man, it's going to be a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Because when that first punch he caught that man Leonard Bundle with, and, you know, this guy's a southpaw, Errol Spence, and to me, he got power in each hand. The first knockdown he dropped Leonard Bundle was with a vicious right hook, and then he followed up with a left. And that put him on the canvas, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew he was hurt. You know, some people thought Errol Spence, that Leonard Bundle, you know, he wasn't hurt. But I said it, man. You could go ahead and check on EJ Boxing Live's video. We watched that fight live right after we watched that American basketball game, you know, the Olympic team, you know what I'm saying? I knew from that point on this guy is seriously hurt. And as soon as he got up, he got caught by Errol Spence, and Errol Spence damn near killed the man, you know what I mean? And that's the type of power. Look what he did right there to the man Algieri, you know what I mean? And some people say, oh, this guy ain't fought nobody. He's only fought Leonard Bundle and Chris Algieri. You know, well, you got to fight somebody to fight somebody. That's what I always say, you know what I mean? He ain't fought nobody. Well, he about to fight somebody right now, Kell Brook, you know what I mean? The eye test is proved, man. He's proved that he's, you know, his technique, his skill set is one of the best, you know what I mean, at welterweight. A lot of fellas don't want no parts of this guy, Errol Spence. Only thing I'd like Errol Spence to do is really tighten up that defense, you know what I mean? And not so much go in for the kill, but to tag that man on that, on that orbital bone, you know what I mean? I think it's his right eye, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Errol Spence is a southpaw. You checking? He's going to have to be throwing that right hand often, trying to tag that, you know what I'm saying? Try to tag that that eye, you know what I mean? And then follow up with 1-2s, you know what I'm saying? The body shot game is where Errol Spence, to me, has the biggest advantage, you know what I mean? And that's how he can keep this man in front of him, Kell Brook, and not have Kell Brook moving, you know. Like I said, Kell Brook is not the best lateral movement, you know, but he can move around, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it also depends on the kind of the opponent he has in front of him, you know what I mean? But his footwork, to me, he's not a flat-footed fighter, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people suggest he is, you know what I'm saying? But I think this man, Errol Spence, he's going to have to go to his body to keep him in front of him, you know what I'm saying? And that's where Errol Spence could go to work and dissect and cut this man up surgery style, you know what I mean? Can Kell Brook win this fight doing the same thing? To me, these fighters are almost similar, man. They're similar as far as throwing combinations from close, you know what I mean, after they gauge their distance, you know. But I think Kell Brook is better at gauging distance, you know what I'm saying, using his jab as a rangefinder, you know what I'm saying, to get up closer, like how he got up close right there, you know what I mean. But as far as his skill set, I think, man, it's a tough one, man. I think there's a lot of refinement that could go into Errol Spence's game, you know. But we'll find out if he's been working on it, you know what I mean? He's been getting sparring with fellas like Jamal Charlo, excuse me, the big boy. You know, that's good sparring right there, you know what I mean? Or is it Jamal Charlo, the guy who just won the WB, who just defended his title, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's good sparring right there for the man Errol Spence, you know what I mean? Yeah, because, you know, even Charles Hatley also sparred with the man Errol Spence, you know what I mean? But this guy, if he handles his business and keeps his defense tight, you know, that's the only thing I'm worried about, you know. We haven't seen him take flush punches from a hard hitter like Kell Brook, you know what I mean? And neither has Sean Porter. He took punches from Keith Thurman, but he also took some mean punches from the man Kell Brook, man. And that's why you got to rate the man Sean Porter's chin, you know what I'm saying? He's taking punches from two out of the three biggest punches in the division, you know what I mean? And he stood in there. He ain't get dropped, you know what I'm saying? So fellas like Errol Spence, he's going to have to keep his defense tight, go to the body, keep the man in front of him, cut off the ring, and just wail on this man, you know what I'm saying? But early and often, he got to use his jab to dictate, you know what I'm saying, how this guy reacts to his orbital bone, you know what I mean? Because I'm not sure if if it's 100% healed. I don't know. Kell Brook does though, you know what I mean? And it's up to Errol Spence to find out, you know what I mean? Kell Brook could win this fight if he uses his ring generalship and also clinch the same way he did the man what's his name? What's the guy's name? Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? If he clinches and doesn't let this man let his hands go, you know what I mean? And let the referee break it, you know what I'm saying? And then use his jab from the outside. If this man wants to come on the inside, Errol Spence, he going to have to clinch and hold. Then, you know, he could possibly win that way, you know what I mean? But it's going to depend on who's the stronger fighter. That, I don't know who's the stronger fighter, because I thought Sean Porter was a stronger fighter than Kell Brook. And we see now Kell Brook handled that, you know what I mean? So we shall find out, you know what I mean? It's going to be a great fight, ladies and gents. Like I said, man, I've been really waiting for this fight. And we got it right now, you know what I mean? It's going to be a great fight, man. A great fight out there in England. And a big test for both these fighters. But a bigger test for Errol Spence. A young dude, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never going to be in a hostile atmosphere like this so far in his career, you know what I mean? And, you know, I haven't checked the odds on who's the favorite, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm going to go with the man, Errol Spence, winning this fight on a split decision, you know what I mean? 7 rounds to 5, you know what I mean? You know, and possibly he could win it 7 rounds to 5 and possibly get robbed too, you know what I mean? And not get the decision. So, you know, we shall see. But my official pick, 7-5 split decision for Errol Spence. If he knocks out this guy, Kell Brook, out there in England, that'll be so big time, man. That'll be on some, like, you know, it'll be like, you know what I'm saying, how the man Julian Jackson came out to England, knocked the man Harold Graham out, you know what I mean? You check it, something big like that, you know. If that happens, it'll be a highlight reel, but we shall see. 7-5 is my prediction, man, for this fight, man. Great fight. Sorry for the long prediction, but, you know, this is a fight I've been thinking about for a long time. And I'm finally giving it to y'all, man. Here you go. This is my breakdown and prediction. 7-5 for the man, Errol Spence. Possibly he could win it 7-5 split decision, but still get robbed. You know what I mean? It's UK. So he's going to have to do more than just box. He's going to have to put the hurt to this guy, Kell Brook, to try to win the fight. Be Marsh Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments. And let me know who you got winning this fight. All right? I'm out. 1.